This is a sweet little 1932 Ford Rat Rod, and it runs so good. Great oil pressure. I've been actually out driving it now before I did this video, so you can see it's sitting right at about 175, 180. It's got a little, it needs something here, you know, it's a rat rod. So the nice thing about this one actually is I think it hasn't been overly customized for one driver. It actually shifts through the gears awesome. I picked this up in Birmingham, Alabama. I live in just south of the airport in Atlanta. Drove it all the way home, all in one shot. Of course, you can hear little rattles in here and stuff. It's a rat rod, but man, I mean, it stops great. Transmission shifts awesome. This is a fun little truck. And here I am, of course, driving it with one hand. I mean, it steers perfectly straight. Reverse works well. Going in reverse right now. So I got a great sounding little exhaust. Nice mean sounding. I believe it's actually a Mopar 308. I think the truck is sitting on a Dodge Dakota frame. Got a nice little smooth running V8. I mean, this thing runs awesome. Doesn't overheat. Like I said, honestly, we got it in Birmingham, Alabama. Drove it all the way home. It's about a 2.5 to 3 hour drive. Mostly we did backcountry roads. I wasn't out on the interstate, although it will do 75 no problem. Like I said, shifts through the gears awesome. Let me turn it off here. Lights work, and actually got a little turn signal. Of course, it's a rat rod, so here's your turn signals. I'll turn it on key. So actually, you know, if I turn that on, so you can see that light blinking there. You know, that's your left turn signal, right turn signal. I'll flip them both on real quick. So you actually have turn signals and lights, which is awesome. Brake lights work. So of course, when you stomp on the brakes, those outer lights come on. Even the lights inside, somebody wired these gauges up, so that's really cool. Really cool little, you know, shorty truck. This is an old topper to a of course a what do you call it, a old radiator, and then you can see that it's kind of needs to be, you know, probably unscrewed and bolted back on so that it's straight, or even welded on. Great tires on it, of course, staggered, small in the front, rear in the back. I mean, small in the front, rear in the back, small in the front, larger in the rear. Super cool little looking truck. Wooden bed, all wood bed in the back. It's got this as the fuel tank, little 10-gallon tank. Here's your gas gauge. Nice little buddy up there. Loud and Fast sticker on the back. All the wood in the back's been painted. Looks really nice. No wood rot or anything like that. Of course, the frame is like new or newer, so there's no, you know, rust on that or anything. And then of course it's a rat rod, so the body's got a little bit of rust on it. A little rust down here at the bottom of the door. It's a little rusty spot right here on the cab. The cool thing about these trucks is, man, you get into something like this, you're not spending a bunch of money, and you're just buying character. I mean, I love it. Yeah, it's a little, you know, I wish I could, if you can see that in the camera, it looks like you can. Kind of a little ripply there. I mean, that looks so cool. This is one thing I love about rat rods is, gosh, I mean, you're not looking for perfect. You're actually looking for character. You're looking for patina. You know, little rust there, rust hole down here. Some stickers on it. Says Reed's Garage. Of course, obviously, I'd put Piece Your Classic Cars on there, but you know, whoever buys it's going to do whatever they want. Nice, solid looking roof. The window is plexiglass. If it was me, I'd go back with a real piece of glass, or I might just put a brand new piece of plexiglass in there just because it's older. In fact, you can see I tried to clean off one of the stickers I pulled off, and that might be able to be polished. I don't know, but that's plastic. But you know, what happened is I used the chemical on there that messed it up. Underneath, nice and clean. Nice little cherry bomb style exhaust. Aside from, of course, the cab being rusty itself, there's no rust on the vehicle. It's all super solid, you know, frame rails and all that. Outside door handles are there practically for looks, at least at this point, unless somebody wants to fix them. Inside, you've got wood on the floor. Like I said, you got an old Hurst shifter there, and it would look really cool to put something on top. I thought about even putting a hammer up there or something. I think it had a skull. I'm not into skulls, so I took it off. Some guys are, but it is a little short. I'm 6'3", and for me to drive it, actually, what I'll do is I'll pick up the seat, and or I'll take this seat right here on the back part, and I'll flip it actually the other way. So for me to drive it, I'm actually flipping it like this, and then when I sit in there, it raises me up. And then if my wife wants to drive it, which I totally let my wife drive this thing, it's completely and utterly mechanically awesome. So totally ready to drive mechanically. So if my wife wants to drive it, she'll just put the batting back. You know, that's something that you could do something different with if you want. You can see it's just a little wooden frame somebody built, and put some padding there. It's very comfortable. And it runs down the road super straight, doesn't steer from ditch to ditch, brakes really nicely. I mean, it's a rat rod, you know. Very cool though. I think this is the most fun way to, I want to say, I believe it has disc brakes on it. Yeah, it does. Disc brakes on the front. And I think the thing, I'm starting to really fall in love with rat rods. I resisted it for a while, but man, the rat rod craze is out there right now. And I think the best thing about it is you can own a really cool vehicle and not have a bunch of money in it, and it's just super fun. So here you have it, 1932 Ford is what it's built out of, with awesome running gear, great driving truck. Somebody's gonna have a blast with this thing. Can't beat it.